Miles' mom. Hello?
Mr. Parker, it's Rio Morales. I want to thank you for getting Miles the job at the feeding shelter.
Glad to. And please, call me Peter. Mr. Parker is probably someone more together than me.
I should tell you, he has reservations. I finally gave him a choice. This or more therapy. He needs this. He just hates to feel like a victim, or be pitied.
Gotcha, I'm the same way. I'll let Aunt May know. And I'll make sure I'm there his first day.
Thank you again. This means a lot to both of us.
I was wondering what the hell this was actually advertising. I guess that's a jeans advertisement?
Peter, I'm about to begin another test.
Oh, sorry, my bus broke down and there were no cabs. But I'll be there as soon as I can.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll be there right away. After I complete this side mission. And this other side mission. But right away, after I do that. As long as no other side missions come up. You are my priority, sir.
Spider-Man, can you help us out? Spider-Man, we just caught a sniper stalking Mayor Osborn's chief of staff. I'm pretty sure there are other targets. Our perp had a map of the city with the courthouse circled.
I'm on it. See if you can get more info out of our friend here, and contact me at this number.
You know, if they had a courthouse circled, that makes me think that they're just not from around town. Because if you're from town, you wouldn't need a map to tell you where the courthouse was.
If the sniper sees me near the target, he'll take the shot. Only chance is to take out the gunman before he can fire.
Okay. Consider it done.
Leave it off. Nobody likes a camper.
Spider-Man, we accessed the perp's phone. Found more names and locations. Looks like it's all going down within a matter of minutes.
No pressure. Send me what you got. Multiple snipers, one Spider-Man. I need to move fast. Anyone who's ever worked on Norman's campaign is a potential target now. That's one way to destroy Osborn, I guess. Make it so nobody wants to be around him.
Nobody wants to be around him retroactively?
Sniper's gotta be around here somewhere.
And that's done.
One down, 2 to go.
Although, do I really have time for cinematic camera maneuvers? Can't I just proceed onward to the next sniper position?
Gotta check out all possible vantage points for snipers.
This is interesting. I cannot see the sniper right away. Ah, there he is. Shh, you go to sleep now, little sniper.
Only 1 to go.
Okay, so this isn't going to be too difficult.
If I'm too slow, people die. Why can't assassins ever try and work around my schedule?
They just give Spider-Man a call. They're like, hey, when would be a good time for you to assassinate?
This is the place. Now where's the assassin?
Oh. He's got protection. That's okay. I mean, let's see.
Sweet dreams.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected it to be that simple every time.
Just in time.
So I complain about the cinematic camera angles, and then I make my own cinematic camera sweep.
Our perp says his boys are holding a bunch of tourists hostage. He says they'll execute them all if we don't let them go. We have a probable location based on cell phone towers. But if they see cops, they'll start shooting.
Act like you're negotiating. Stall them. I'll take away their bargaining chips. They won't leave witnesses. Either I save the hostages, or they're dead.
This time without a timer. Spider-Man has all the time in the world to swing about the city, although now he's knee-deep in a side mission, so he's got nothing else to do.
If they see me, they can kill all the hostages before I get close.
So this is a sneaking mission.
If I'm spotted, those hostages are dead. Gotta take out these guys quietly. Nap time.
We need time to coordinate the release of your friends. We know you are stalling. No more games.
有人倒下了。
Damn it. That guy fell off a building,
Nighty night.
which might be problematic. I think I can take out that guy. And that leaves me with these two guys left.
Snoring now.
And I'm done.
Thanks again, Spider-Man. This could have turned ugly.
I wouldn't have known about it if not for you. We make a good team, officer. Hey, see if you can convince more of your buddies to work with me instead of shooting at me, okay?
Friends, there's a fine line between being a conspiracy theorist and seeing a clear pattern. I walk that line, and I am confident in perceiving a common thread among these attacks on Oscorp and Norman Osborn by the demons. The motive? It's hard to ascribe motive to lunatics, but I suspect it's no accident that they're striking at both a pillar of our corporate community and the center of our city's government. It's our very way of life that's under assault. As I have always warned, if you've been listening to me, you're ready. If not, I'll pray.
So he walks the fine line between conspiracy theorist and clarity, which means he is neither clear nor completely insane. He is just confused.
Spider-Man, I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? Last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media.
Okay.
Let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay, looks like I need to find the location in this picture. I see the Statue of Liberty, so it's gotta be way south of here. Not close to the university. Probably the financial district.
Now, is it going to have me investigate? It looks like it's actually going to have me investigate. Oh, my. So, the Statue of Liberty, I think, is over here. So, it would have to be in one of these buildings, facing it.
If I can find the location in this picture, I should be able to find Philip's room. Philip, I'm headed to where the picture was taken. How recent is it?
Timestamped half an hour ago.
Nice heuristics. You did that facial tracker on your own?
Yeah, it's my thesis project. I'm hoping it'll help me land a job.
If this works, you can count on me for a reference.
It seems for your references you listed Spider-Man. No phone number or address. Is there a way for us to contact Mr. Spider-Man? Although maybe it's a good idea to just get to a tall building. Guess that way I can get a vantage point of the area. And it looks like one of these two buildings up ahead will do. Because I'm probably going to end up closer to the coast rather than farther. Wait, what is that? No, Oh yeah, that's one of my, the research stations for Harry. So that's definitely not the right spot. Damn it. Okay, so there's the Statue of Liberty. And I'm looking at it from like... So it looks like it's got to be in this direction. Possibly because of the angle that I'm looking at it from. And... Alright, let's see how well I do at this detective work. How well Spider Cop manages to solve this situation. That's a construction building. So basically I'm looking for a rooftop that has some sort of lawn setup going on. Okay, it's probably related to this burning building over here.
These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party. Lee must have corrupted them. You're one of them. I'll kill you. Set me free.
Now, on one hand, these guys don't necessarily take much to be defeated, but then on the other hand, they're just drugged up kids, essentially. Now, why would Lee go about the trouble of just infecting more kids? Is an
That's the last of them.
oddity in the first place. The woes of London.
Everything was fine, and then so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while.
Okay. So we've had Dr. Otto for this whole trip so far. And, based on trailers from before this game came out, we know that he does become Dr. Octopus. So I wonder, after all of his talk about neural connections, whether this is the moment that finally converts him over.
Our next caller reports a problem I saw coming a mile away. Go ahead.
Well, I was coming out of the bathtub last night when I glanced out my window, and what do I see? Spider-Man. swinging by like he owns the place. I was naked.
Madam, you have my sympathies. Just imagine what sort of deviant personality would dress up like that in the first place. And it's a short step from there to peeping Tom activity. Folks, it doesn't matter if you live on the first floor or the 31st. Keep the curtains drawn. Lock your windows. A webbed pervert walks among us.
That is, sir, a webbed pervert swings among us. I don't spend too much time on the streets. You're gonna have to correct that for your byline. But for now, let's see whether this is the end, or should I say, the end for Otto Octavius, and the beginning of Doc Ock. Now, I'd be confronting him, though, as Peter, because he still thinks that Peter just builds suits for Spider-Man.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Morning, Parker. Or is it evening? That doesn't matter.
It is perpetual evening, sir. Before we do anything, let's see if we can, if there are last spectrographs and circuit boards. Yep, for us to complete. And then that is it. Yeah, this is definitely when I'm hedging my bets. This is where Otto Octavius turns over. So this one's probably the easiest because that requires only 2.
Let's take a look.
It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. And this one requires 3, which means... well, there are 3 of these positions that can occupy that one. One of them is going to have to go and get tossed out by... or at least I presume one of them has to go. So like 2 of these have to stay. And obviously that one can't occupy the space because of that. This one's a little bit trickier. Oh, now I got it. And then there's that. Then on the one on the far right requires 3. That one removes the one on the far right, and then this one removes the one on the far left. Or the 2 on the far left. Whereas this, yep, there we go. Gallium phosphide nanowires. And one last material to test, and I get more research tokens? Do I need research tokens? I don't think I need research tokens. So I got 8 choices, but I'll only be using 6. Okay, so there's one side that leaves... Alright! Glycero 3, phosphocholine? Alright, all the spectrograph puzzles are complete. Now I believe the circuit puzzles have been moved. But I don't remember where.
What is this, Doc? Never seen this type of material.
Would you believe it's for welding? Provides remarkable magnetic insulation and limits cross-contamination between the neural interface and arms.
Doc loves these things. Used them in grad school when he had to manipulate radioactive isotopes. Says seeing them keeps him humble.
And it's only a amount of time before seeing them goes insane. Alright.
Damn it! Why do I keep repeating the same mistake over and over? Norman Osborn cannot be trusted. In matters large and small, if Norman has the chance to profit off another man's loss, he'll take it. It's infuriating. Someday I'll turn the tables. I'll teach Norman what it is to feel helpless and small.
Doc must have more history with Norman than he shared.
And it also kind of sounds like he's walking slowly towards the same footsteps as Martin Lee.
Original prosthesis, a modular system of microcables able to take on any number of forms, whatever the user can imagine. The second part, and this, Peter, is the true genius, is a direct neural interface, a direct tap straight into the basal ganglia. Unleash the brain, from your mind to reality. This goes beyond limb replacement, Peter. This will free all of us from the shackles of our bodies. Like your web friend, soon we'll all be capable of living our most amazing fantasies.
Okay. It should be pretty obvious to Peter that Otto Octavius has gotten a little unhinged. Like, I don't even have to really tell him that.
Peter is starting to suspect. He hides it, but I can tell. He's seen my twitch, noticed the decay of my fine motor control. Well, I'm the one who wanted a genius for an assistant. Of course he knows. I just need more time. My work can improve millions of lives. Save millions of lives. It can also save my own. I just need more time.
Actually, it seems that a lot of characters are kind of like mirroring each other. Like, Doc Ock wants to save the universe, but he creates a weapon. Norman Osborn wants to save everybody. Or, at the very least, give a reason for people to love him, and then he creates a weapon. And then both Martin and Doc here are against Norman Osborn. And they become monsters in order to fight him. Alright, circuit board seems to be a little hidden.
Sensors, would you? We need a faster response time.
On it.
Try to get it under 3 milliseconds.
Okay, looks like I could optimize this power relay.
Actual voltage 0, it has to be 1, which means it has to go through here. Which means that... And I've got some... Nope, this does not work. Nope, I can use that plain one there, and then move that one there. Alright.
Nice. Okay, what next?
Aww. That only dropped it a second. I guess that was pretty easy.
Looks like some impedance in this neurosensor circuit.
So that's a 3, or I need to hit 4. And I can't change the voltages, so it's going to be, let's see, the 6 is going to bring it down to 5, so I actually have to have it go through either both of these or one of these. It's probably easier to just have it go through one. Let's see if we have the... circuit types. We do, in fact, have it. Yep. And that probably isn't going to be enough. But better.
Signal to noise is out of whack. A new signal processor should reduce lag.
Alright, so actual voltage of 0, target voltage of 5. It has to go through a negative and a positive. And those ones are locked in place, so that means it has to go to 2 more positives. So actually... well, let's just carve the path first. I don't think I have enough to go through both. Or do I? Because if I do, then I probably have to go through both. Okay, so I have 2 negatives and 3 positives. And I have to hit 5. So if I use 2 4s and a 2, that brings me to 10. And I have a -3 and a -2. Alright. Most excellent.
I got it, Doc. 2.8 milliseconds. Good work, Peter.
Ah. And he's going to use his mind to... okay, I don't think anything's going to go wrong this time because Peter's next to the stop switch. But I think Otto Octavius will try... oh my. We'll try to do more experimentation without Peter around.
Yes.
No. Pay attention to that stop switch, Pete.
I'd call that a mild success. I'd call that unbelievable. Do you need some help?
Yes.
You couldn't unplug
What's
it?
going on?
It's become that obvious.
Ah.
My doctors call it a degenerative neurological disorder. Probably caused by overexposure to toxic chemicals in my reckless youth.
Sorry, is there anything I can do?
You already are. The worst part is,
it only affects the muscles. The mind continues to work, but it can no longer do.
Thusly, Otto's long tirades about neural connection.
Peter. I'd like to keep it that way.
Of course.
If you'd like to seek a position with more of a future.
I came here to work for you because of what you've got up here. And that's not going anywhere. So neither am I.
Although, here's the thing. Once he becomes Doc Ock, he's going to actually have to get another job. So, he'll have to get that other job sooner or later.
I read the most fascinating article. Outlines possible next steps for the neural interface.
I'll take a look. Thanks, Doc.
But before I look at the article, I can't work on circuitry.
Direct interface with the basal ganglia. Exciting, but risky. I don't know, Doc. You'll need a gallium silk array to make it work. Even then, odds of injury are pretty high.
Gallium! Genius! Never mind the risks. We'll work them out in time.
That's one way to basically say, yep, everything's going to go wrong.
At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within a year. And if we're not careful, an intracranial implant could make things even worse. Even alter his personality. We need to proceed carefully.
Make him want to rob banks and dangle old ladies off the side of buildings.
Doc, I'm sorry. My aunt just texted.
No worries, Peter. I was thinking of taking a break myself.
As soon as I check our telemetry data.
Thanks. I'll be back in a few hours.
Yeah, circuit projects. Which means I believe this should be last of the circuit projects. Yep. For more research tokens, I don't need. And holy cow, what am I looking at? What does this mean? Do I get to choose to go to any of those power sources? I just have to hit a target voltage of 6. So I've got a -3, a -2, and a -1. I also have a +3 and a +2. If I want to go to... I can't go to this one. I can go to either of these two, but I'll have to proceed through there. So I'll lose points. Oh, yeah, I got a... Didn't even notice that. So I'll... Actually, nope. So I probably will need that there. And I'll probably need that there. Because I've got 2 +3s and a +2, and then I can put a -2 there. And I am good. So +3, and there we go.
That did it.
And oh. So there's a +5 locked in place. And then there's a +3 there. So if I go through the +5 and the +3, I'll have +8. And I have a choice of a 3 and a 1. The 3 would bring me up to 11. And I have a -1. Alright. Alright, so it just looked really complex.
Finished.
Alright. All puzzles are done. I guess it's now just time to head over to Feast. And most likely I'm going to be meeting Miles Morales there. Ah, it's a sunny day again.
Hi, May.
Let me guess. Running late?
Nope, I'm actually on my way now. Have you heard from Miles?
No, but his mother said he was coming, so...
Good. I'll be there soon. Bye.
Which would be odd if he didn't actually show up, for storyline purposes. Though I wonder what we'll actually be up to in the... center, if nothing really goes on except for meeting Miles. Oh, sorry JJ, you got cut off.
What are you doing here?
Oh, we got a fighter.
Okay.
You just made your last mistake, punk. What the?
Does it seriously take this many guys to rob a teenager?
Yes. Because teenagers, you don't know what they're up to these days with their memes. They're highly optimized, offensive memes. They might take you by surprise.
You hurt?
You're Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man. You're the spectacular Spider-Man.
And a few other choice adjectives Jameson uses. Look, that was really brave. But next time, leave the fighting to the pros. Okay?
Okay, but what if there aren't any around?
Because Spider-Man wasn't
You
there.
can't just go swinging at someone twice your size. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fight guys stronger than me all the time, but when I do it, I have...
Oh, like that time you fought Rhino on the Brooklyn Bridge? That was so awesome.
Perfect example. If the other guy's bigger, you gotta be quicker. Okay?
Okay, but that's easy for you to say. Sorry, I just can't do what you do.
All right, put him up.
Seriously?
Yeah, come on.
Huh.
First thing, don't let the adrenaline get to you. Breathe slow, breathe deep, relax. Hip square to your opponent. Let them make the first move. Now use your feet. When they go off balance, look for an opening. Boom.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jock. Okay? I can take it.
Oh, sorry.
No. It's all good. You keep that up.
Yeah, Spider-Man can take it.
All right. Lesson's over. Gotta go.
Hey, thanks.
Anytime.
Although now that he's started to teach Miles to defend himself.
Just punch Spider-Man.
Although, hey. Maybe just having the confidence to believe in yourself would have helped him.
Shelter should be just ahead.
Yo, Miles, what's up?
Bro, you're not gonna believe this. I just met Spider-Man.
What? That's crazy. Hey, did you show him our hacking app?
They have a hacking app?
I totally forgot.
Oh, you suck. He
totally would have bought it off you, and then we'd be like famous.
Yeah, I'll show him next time.
Little did they know, Spider-Man's incredibly broke.
Farmer's market.
Also, these two ladies, their walk animations kind of synced up for a little bit.
Man, hope they're okay.
Okay, just keep moving.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Sorry, I can't let you pass.
$2.99 a pound. Got $3.59 a pound for those fish.
Hacking app. I wonder if it still works.
Nice to know you'd risk your life for a hot stone massage.
Hmm.
Everyone have their IDs out and ready for inspection.
This is interesting. Because with Spider-Man, he can just fly past the checkpoints.
That drone wasn't watching. He could jump the fence.
Do you know anyone by the name of Martin Lee?
Wow, that was too easy.
Have you seen him?
I can't believe Sable systems are unsecured. Maybe I'll send an anonymous tip. Okay, hacking app. Don't fail me now.
What am I hacking?
Maybe I could turn on that siren. Okay, let's see. I can go under the gate on the left or over the scaffolding to the right.
The guy on the other side of the fence definitely didn't notice me crawl under there.
Okay, stay calm. I gotta
Huh.
distract him.
See anything? Damn, there's a lot of broken glass back here. It's a New York alleyway. What'd you expect? I thought they'd be cleaner, obviously.
Whoa!
I don't know, he seemed like he was facing away. I guess both Miles and MJ get these stealth missions.
Could really use a coffee. Control.
Okay, my faithful listeners, I've been getting a lot of calls.
Yeah, it's JJ.
International outfit that's assisting police with the search for suspects in the City Hall bomb. I've got Ken on line 3 with some...
Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do.
First of all, I just want to say it's an honor to be on your show.
Thank you, Ken. You just earned yourself a copy of my new book. J. Jonah Jameson, always right, never wrong.
I already have one. Can I get a t-shirt or something instead?
No, now here's the...
So I got this buddy on the force who says that these Sable people don't report to police or nothing. He says they report directly to the mayor. Is that true?
Okay, I'm in the clear.
Alright.
That was intense. Oh, hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. Did you make it to the thief shelter okay?
Yeah, almost there.
Miles, you don't have to work at that shelter, you know.
You said I did.
No, I gave you a choice.
Yeah, and I chose this over more therapy. I mean, it was helpful. The guy said everyone grieves in their own way. This is mine.
Okay. Sorry.
Mom,
Yeah?
just because I don't want to talk about it doesn't mean I don't love you.
Oh, honey. I
Aww.
love you so much. We'll get through this. Okay?
I gotta go. I'll call you on my way home.
That is an event-filled morning. He nearly gets robbed, he gets saved by Spider-Man, he gets taught some basic martial arts with Spider-Man, and then he sneaks through a military checkpoint.
You know what? Just keep reading. I'll be back soon, Mr. Punch.
Hey,
Miles.
Pete. Hey, sorry I'm late, man.
Oh, no, I'm just glad you're here.
All right, so,
Where do I get started?
Why don't you start just by, getting comfortable with the place. Meet a few people. You know what? Everybody loves coffee.
coffee, all right.
go around delivering coffee.
Back in a little while to check on you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about Mr. Hodges. He doesn't bite much.
So am I now delivering coffee, or do I follow Pete around?
Coffee?
Thanks.
I always find that response very ambiguous.
You know what the hell a quark is?
It's a subatomic particle. You know, the building block of protons, neutrons, hadrons.
Subatomic. It fits. Good one, kid.
Piece of junk. Ah, hell.
Junk. Will I be able to use my hacking app to fix this old TV?
Oh, we have a couple of CRTs at school. I know how to fix these when
CR what? No, you just gotta smack it. Couple times. Get it. Go.
Or could be a loose coax cable.
Because of too much smacking. Alright, Mr. TV Wizard.
Please, go ahead.
See if you can work your TV wizardry magic.
Tributes continue to pour in for Officer Jefferson Davis.
He can't even go to a homeless shelter without being reminded of his recent tragedy.
Last moments of life.
Hey, new kid. I'm empty here. Hero. Man didn't do nothing heroic except get himself blown up.
Hey, Ernie. I see you've met Miles. He's gonna be helping out around here. You may have heard of his father, Jefferson Davis. Pretty great that even though he's got a lot of stuff going on right now, he decided to come and volunteer. Don't you think?
Yeah. Thanks. Listen, kid, I'm sorry about your dad.
Come on, Miles. See if Aunt May needs a hand in the kitchen.
Ernie realized he done fucked up. Those are large sandwiches.
Hey, May. I gotta take off, but brought some help for you.
Hi, Miles. Nice to see you. Well, grab an apron, wash your hands, and I'll show you around.
Hey, Peter.
What exactly do you do at the homeless shelter? Or do you do anything? That's what I want to know, Pete.
Almost noon. Sable should be moving Dr. Michaels. Better get to the Bowery and locate him.
I'm afraid our computers are a bit outdated.
Oh, that's cool. I might be able to improve their performance for you.
Really? That would be extremely helpful. Thank you.
Hey, is it okay if I get here late on Thursdays? Robotics Club meets.
Absolutely.
Hey, Yuri. I'm heading to the Bowery to make sure Michaels gets to his new safe house. You know, safely.
I wouldn't do that. Silver Sable made it clear you are not welcome.
Yeah, well, what's she gonna do? Shoot me?
Honestly, 50-50 chance.
Fine. I'll be in the neighborhood, but not too close. Just in case.
Okay, be straight with me. If this devil's breath gets loose in the city, what's our worst case scenario?
You know, global pandemic, end of the world, that kind of thing.
Why did I even ask?
Okay, so if the devil's breath is that dangerous, why are we allowing this person to even have a sample of it? Like, if we just destroyed that sample, everything would be fine. But because there is only one sample that exists, and this doctor happens to have it, and this is the one chance for Martin to get a hold of it, I get the impression that Martin will succeed in getting a hold of that sample. Most likely, Spider-Man will show up, he'll try to save the day, Sable will get in the way, allowing Martin to succeed, and we'll see where that goes from there. But that is my guess. Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments? You can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.